Hello beautiful souls, it's Karen at Soul Magic 99 and I'm excited. I've got 3 new decks today. I'm just going to quickly show you. I've got my, oh it's upside down, Love, Wild and Free Tarot, which I'm going to be using in a second. My Dark Shadow Oracle, which I'm going to be using in this reading as well. And my Love, Wild and Free Oracle that goes with the tarot, but you don't have to use it with the tarot that I've just designed as well, which is like a sexy deck without being too explicit. So hopefully I can use that on YouTube in future. So this is a reading, a divine energy check-in with healing advice for the masculines. I just want to thank you all for watching, for liking, sharing, subscribing to my channel. It's much appreciated. And when I get to 2,000 subscribers, there is a giveaway of 2 decks, my design, and 2 free readings for people that have been liking, sharing, subscribing. So thank you so much. I'm nearly at my target, so that's amazing. Thank you so much. So let's get on with your messages. So I pulled my Divine Lahom Divine Masculine deck just to get some masculine energies, to see if this relates to your masculine that you're thinking of at this time. Okay, so what energies? We've got Action Man, someone that takes risks, adrenaline junkie, someone young, a younger man, optimistic and hopeful, somebody maybe that's younger than you in your connection, someone who's balanced, they're balanced between their masculine and feminine energies. This could be a divine masculine who's in his feminine energy, maybe. We have confident, someone who's fearless that takes risks. We have someone that cares about animals, the planet, you know, someone who's very into conservation. They don't have to be a member of Greenpeace, by the way, just somebody that really cares about the planet and animals. Someone who's a business owner, has status, is wealthy, you know, is very successful in life. Someone who's protective, reliable, that wants to help others. You know, they could be in the fire service or ambulance service, you know, one of those caring professions. Someone who's passionate, has fire, desires, lustful. I also want to say, and I forgot to say, I'm doing an extended for my Patreon, so if you want to join that, just click the link below. It's just $5 a month for extended and exclusive readings. And the extended reading for this is going to be, if your Divine Masculine was to visit you today, what might happen. So we're going to look at some of the sexual central desires there. Okay, so let's get your messages. So we've got pause, surrender, destruction, mirroring, admired, barrier, numbing, bound, patience, contemplation and communication. Okay, so quite a mixed bag there of energies, and obviously this is a general reading, so obviously take what resonates for you. So we've got pause there, and obviously a lot of you have been in separation, no contact, so there has been a pause on this connection for many of you. And obviously this is a time of healing, working on your self-love, your self-worth. Both people need to be in those, you know, positive energies about themselves, to have done that work on themselves. So let's see what pause is about. Why is pause here, please? We've got Knight of Wands. So your masculine could very much have been in that player energy. We always talk about this card as the player energy. Somebody that was in and out of your life. It was just a sexual connection maybe. And, you know, they didn't commit to you. They didn't give you any hope or any, you know, thoughts about having any emotions for you. It was just that player energy of somebody coming in and out of your life. And maybe they've been thinking about their behaviours, their past behaviours. Okay. They've been thinking about the way they've treated you in the past here. And then we've got surrender and we've got temperance. Very hot angel there. I'm surprised the card people allowed that, actually, but I'm glad they did. Yeah, so temperance is about having that patience, isn't it? It's about divine timing. So I do feel the masculine is surrendering to that, surrendering to divine timing. He's letting go of control issues here. And then we've got destruction, which also reminds me of the Tower card, and we've got 10 of coins. So something could have shaken up his world. Okay, something could have come crashing down in his world with the Tower, and made him realise that he does want this 10 of coins with his feminine. He does want this stability moving forward. You know, this home life, this security is what he's wanting. Okay, and maybe he had that once before and it did come crashing down with the Tower and he didn't think he could have it again. Okay, and then we've got mirroring and we've got 3 of cups. So as I said, you're both working on yourselves, you're both working on your energies, you've reflected back the good and bad aspects, and he wants to be able to celebrate this connection with you at some point. He does want to be able to celebrate this. And then we've got admired. I do feel he's watching this feminine, okay, from the sidelines, and he's admiring how you're going through your life, what you're achieving in your life. He does admire that about you. Got Ace of Wands. Yeah, he feels very passionately about you. And he does want a passionate new beginning with you. But he's not sure how he'd be received at this time. And we've got Barrier. Page of Wands. Yeah, he does feel... He's not sure if he can approach the feminine, to be honest. Page of Wands, he might test the water here with sending you, like we've got the text messaging. He might test the water here to see how he'd be received. He may send you a text message or contact you by email to test the water to see how far, you know, if you're open to him coming forward. And then we've got numbing here. We've got Page of Cups. So he's more in touch with his feelings. I think he's aware he has these feelings now. And because he's found it hard to cope with feelings, getting in touch with his feelings, he's been numbing. You know, he may have been drinking, doing drugs, whatever, distracting himself with something, okay, to numb his feelings. Because he still is finding it hard to feel. And we've got bound, which does remind me of the devil energy here. We've got 6 of coins. So maybe when you was with the masculine, he was bound. He had restrictions on his finances. Maybe he was going through some sort of divorce settlement. His finances, you know, were stuck. He didn't feel he could be generous with you or offer you anything at that time. And the 6 of coins is about having that balance, isn't it? That give and take. And at the time, he just wasn't doing that. I feel a lot of feminines were the ones that were doing the giving and the masculines were taking. And that's just general, okay? So take that as that resonates. And then we've got patience here, and we've got the 5 of coins. So, you know, there was difficulties, you know, as I said, with finances, and he's been patient. He's been building up his finances. He's been working hard to build up his finances. And then we've got oh, sorry, that's the last one. We've got contemplation here. So he's been thinking deeply about how to move forward, okay, in his life and with this connection. He's really going within. And we've got Knight of Cups, and that's the romantic energy. You know, this is somebody that wants to come forward and make that romantic gesture. That's why I've chosen this image, you know, of man holding flowers. This is somebody that wants to come in and tell you how they feel. They want to show you how they feel and be romantic. And then we've got communication. Wow, so we've got 4 of Wands. So I do feel he's, you know, there is going to be communication coming in. And, you know, it could shock you. You know, it could shock you what the masculine has to say for some of you. Because we've got the 4 of Wands. And this to me is about that stability, that commitment moving forward with somebody. He may say that he wants this commitment with you. After this period of pause, this time of reflection and contemplation, he's got in touch with his feelings. He knows how he feels about the feminine, and he realises he does want this commitment moving forward. because he's been through difficult times. You know, we've got the Nine of Swords energy. He's been through that dark night of the soul. He's been through those dark energies, that depression, that anxiety, that worry being stuck up in his head. Okay. Let's see if there's a final message here. Wow, Six of Wands. So he wants that victory. He wants that victory of his feminine moving forward, okay? So that's beautiful messages. So what else have we got here? We've got trust. I accept my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So we saw that he was surrendering, you know, he was surrendering control issues. He's not trying to control the situation. He's having trust. And this is also a message to his feminine. He wants his feminine to have trust in him as well. And trust in his situation. Failure. I understand a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. I think he was very hard on himself about his failures in life. Particularly maybe with a past relationship where he felt it was a failure, where it didn't work out the way he wanted. And also this connection, things didn't go the way that, you know, they should have gone. And he's realised that his failures are an opportunity to learn. So he's learning from his mistakes and he's trying to not be so hard on himself. We've got gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So he's trying to be in that energy of gratitude, being grateful for what he does have rather than focusing on what he doesn't have, which is always a good way to be in life, to just focus on what you do have. Don't focus on what you don't have, because you'll attract more of what you don't have, if that makes sense. So just focus on the good that you do have in your life to attract more of the good into your life. And we've got loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. So he's had periods of feeling quite lonely. You know, if there's been no communication between you, you know, the feminine and masculine, you've been in separation for some time, and he's been going through all this stuff and he's not had anyone to talk to or share it with, maybe. Maybe he's not spoken about this with other people, because twin flame connections are very difficult to explain to other people if you're not in it. So I do feel he's had periods of loneliness here, but he's come to realise that he's never alone. He feels his connection with his feminine. So this is my new deck, Dark Shadow Oracle. So this is looking at some of the dark elements, but there's also positive cards in here. So we've got death, an ending followed by new beginning. So yeah, he's been through that ending, okay? And a new beginning is coming here, so that's confirmation. Ascend, raise your vibration higher to assist the collective. So he's ascending right now. He's going through that ascension process, which a lot of people are. Healing, heal yourself, work with your chakras. So he's working on his healing, and he could be seeing a healer, or he's doing some work using online meditations or something. He's working on that self-love, to love himself, to know that he's lovable and worthy of love. He's trying to nurture himself, okay, because he needs to do that and to be in a position to then nurture other people. And he's finding the light within himself, okay, he's finding that light, so that's beautiful. And he's accepting himself, he's, you know, working on his self-love, self-acceptance, feeling worthy, deserving of love. And he's letting go of the past and his mistakes and the pain, the burdens. He's cutting cords from the past. And he's working on forgiving himself and other people. He's working on this. Okay, this could be challenging for some of them, but he is working on that right now. And he's finding the inner strength to carry on and overcome any obstacles in his life. And he's got more strength than he realises, okay? So they're beautiful messages. So what other energies? We've got karmic justice. So karmic justice is coming in here. He was the runner maybe in the past. You know, he got triggered and he ran. You know, he's not sure what's ahead, okay? And he's somebody maybe that likes to know what's ahead. And he didn't realise when he met you what would happen, you know, what this connection was all about. And he's had anger and pent-up feelings, which he needs to release and work on that. Yeah, so he got triggered, you know, this come up again. So he did a runner. And he's feeling the distance between him and his feminine right now. But he's opening up to spirit, he's opening up to his guides. His third chakra could be activated, his crown chakra could be activated. His guides, his angels are trying to send him messages right now. And he's working on that self-love, okay? He's opening up his heart again. And he has that sexual longing for his feminine, okay, which we're going to look at in the extended. And he does connect with his feminine on the 5D. You know, he does feel your energy there, and probably you do his, vice versa. And you meet up on the 5D in your dream space. Yeah, as I said, he's seeing signs and symbols from his guides all the time. So what other energies? Yeah. Or when you were with your masculine, he could have been unawoke, refusing to accept this connection. It could be vice versa. But I think a lot of times it is the masculine is a bit behind the feminine with their development, with their opening. So, you know, he was refusing to do any work on himself, basically. And he wonders how the feminine knows what he's thinking all the time. He may have inner child healing to do here. There's a lot of trauma for a lot of us that has to be healed. And dark night of the soul, you know, all these dark aspects have to be healed. You know, he could have codependent issues. He could be needy in relationships. Or this was his pattern, or the pattern of the feminine, which obviously that needs healing. You know, he's feeling this separation right now, okay? He's really feeling that. And there's karmic lessons that needed to be learned on both sides here. And he does resonate with twin flames. He's had an awakening to what twin flames is. And he's working on that unconditional love for self right now. He feels that he had a lost opportunity with the feminine in the past because he hesitated over this connection. But he does want this divine sacred union at some point with his feminine. So what does he want to say to his feminine? So some of the masculines could have a karmic connection here. I'm with the karmic, but I'm in love with you and I feel so fucking guilty. So, you know, again, there could be karmics involved in some of these connections. The hurt I caused you has made me feel broken beyond repair. I've researched twin flames and resonate with the connection. As I said, he's now become aware of this connection. I didn't reject you, I just didn't love myself, so I didn't know how to love you properly. Exactly, he didn't have that love for self, which again, he's working on right now. I don't want you to take anyone else, you are mine. So he really does feel quite possessive of the feminine. I want to lick every inch of your body and take you to cosmic ecstasy with my tongue. So a lot of sexual desire here. I feel you heal me with your sexual fire, tantric energy. So, you know, whenever you've been intimate with them in the past, you have healed them with your fire, sexual energy. Since we separated, I feel like I've died every day since. So he's really feeling that separation. I'm not ready for a committed relationship at this time because I need to sort myself out first. So, you know, there are healing issues here that need to be worked on. And it's no good somebody coming towards you before they're ready because it would just get into that runner chaser energy again. So sometimes we have to have that patience, as we had the temperance card there, and surrender to the divine and let the masculine do the work he needs to become whole again. So what healing messages? So this is the throat chakra. So he needs to work on his throat chakra here because obviously we can see there's a lack of communication going on. This is the heart chakra, and again he's working on that self-love, those relationships with others at this time. This is the base chakra, and he's had sad feelings, and again he needs to release these. He's becoming more awakened, as I say. He has these gifts. He's awakening to what his gifts are. He could be clairvoyant, clairaudient, highly empathetic. He feels numb. As I said, we had the numbing card come up as well. You know, he numbs himself, you know, with drink or drugs because he doesn't want to feel, okay? And again, he needs to work through those issues. Again, this is the sacral chakra, so he needs to get creative. That will really help him with getting in touch with his feelings. He can express himself through creativity, whether it be painting, drawing, writing, baking, cooking, whatever his passion is. Yeah, he's been out of balance. Okay, so he's working on getting that balance. He may be meditating. He may want to do yoga. Okay, because both these energies, with the feminine and the masculine, need to become balanced. He may be feeling overwhelmed in his life, and he's somebody that doesn't like to ask for help. But sometimes we all need help, don't we, from other people? And it's allowing ourselves to receive that help. That's all part of love, you know, the giving and receiving. You know, we need to, as we give love, we need to be able to receive love as well from others. Support. I have support in my life. Yeah, there must be people that he can, you know, call on to support him at times. And we all need that, as I said, sometimes from other people. And he's working on his confidence, to be happy about who he is, okay, to be confident in himself. Because he saw the confidence in the Divine Feminine, and he just felt that he couldn't match her with that. So this is my soul healing oracle messages. So what messages? We've got self-love. This keeps coming up. So he needs to work on this self-love, okay, before he can fully love another person. He needs to be more open-hearted. Don't close off your heart. Stay open-hearted, because this will bring you joy. Generosity. Be generous with love, time, patience, whatever someone is in need of. So help others in your life where you're able. Kindness. Act with kindness to self and others. A small act of kindness could make a big difference to someone's day. So yes, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. It can make such a difference to somebody. Just a kind word, just a compliment, just a helping hand. Surely that's what being human is. Service. Be of service. Serve your purpose. Help in the community. Exactly. So what can you do in the community? Who can you help in the community? Reach out to others who may need your help. And again, be supportive. Be the support to others in your life when they need it. So be supportive to other people, okay? We all need that. You know, it's a two-way street. So let's get some guidance. So we've got a new start is coming here. And the new moon is next week, actually. There's a new moon. I think it's in Scorpio. I'm not sure. I'll be doing a weekly reading tomorrow, so we'll look at that in more depth. And confidence is your key to success. So yeah, he's working on his confidence, okay? And Leo is the sign of that, isn't it? The sign of wanting to be in the limelight, the sign of confidence, the strength card in the tarot. And your hard work is paying off. New moon again, okay? So yes, things are going to start moving forward. A lot of the planets are starting to go forward after being in retrograde for so long. So there are shifts coming. I can see in the cards that are shifts going on. Okay, it might be very subtle and it may not be immediate for some of you, but there are definitely shifts coming in, okay? So thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and I will see you next time. Many blessings.